Hey YouTubers, Levi back again. Going to talk about the monk, and this is a holy spec going off the sunwuko set. We're going to go over sort of the gear and the skills here. I am running a three-piece sunwuko with the Ring of Royal Grandeur. Got a nice trifecta on the gloves, cooldown on the shoulders there, and I wasn't able to get a socket on that because it rolled attack speed, and I needed to roll for the crit chance. But this is one piece that will be being upgraded at some point. I'm running the Leoric's Crown. I do have the Eye of Peshkov with a pretty good roll. It rolled 40% cooldown, which is more than enough to keep the Breath of Heaven up all the time, but I wanted to get more Epiphany. I wanted to get the cooldown of everything so I can get the Epiphany and so I could dash a lot more. And that's just my personal preference. If you want to focus more on the Breath of Heaven, there's a lot of different ways you can run this build. Like for example, I'm using Captain Crimson's pants and boots. You could be using, I salvaged mine, but you could be using, I think it's the Depth Diggers that upgrade the your primary skills because you're only using Way of 100 Fists and then spamming your spenders to get the exploding decoy there. Now, unfortunately, running these two, I do get a 10% resource cost reduction, which pretty much just means that my first cast isn't going to cast it, but everything after that will. So it's not that big of a deal in my opinion. Some other people would rather run that, and then I think it's the Crudus boots that give them an extra follower. What's it called? The Mystic Ally. And some people like using this with the air ally to get extra spirit or fire for, burst down damage. Anyway, but I just prefer that. And the other thing too is with Epiphany, I like using Insight for even more spirit regen. I really just spam the two buttons there all the time. When you're getting into the higher rift levels, you're probably going to want to switch to Desert Shroud because the damage reduction is going to be a lot bigger. And with the cooldown that I have, I'm at 54%, and I got the Gogak of Swiftness at rank 25, so that'll give me an extra 15%. And the cooldown on Epiphany is really low. I think I only got maybe 4 to 5 seconds of downtime if you keep the Gogak up. I am running a double unity combo on this. Clearly I have it on another character right now, but that's pretty much what I do. I only got one of the Do Not Die and only a couple unity rings that are crappy rolls to put on my followers there. And I just kind of switch them from character to character to character, and that's what you guys should be doing too until you find a secondary one that you can leave on there. Ring of Royal Grandeur with attack speed and extra damage, it's fine. I'm nowhere near perfect rolls on anything. I only got 40% crit chance and really low crit damage. All that could go up quite a bit if I had better rolls on my gear. 1,000 resistance, all isn't too bad. It's pretty decent toughness and pretty decent armor. So you can get by. I got a crappy fleeting strap. You can get by with sort of like mediocre gear. Getting the three-piece ogled set there, three-piece bonus to get the extra damage to elites via the Royal Ring, and then just the Captain Crimson's for the cooldown. And then the Flying Dragon that I got didn't even have a cooldown or extra damage on it. It rolled pretty low as far as damage. 1600 lightning, could have been 17 plus. So you can see, and I still have no problem getting through T6. It just melts everything down. Paragons, I have everything going into movement speed and then dexterity. Attack speed first, cooldown reduction, and then I'm going into crit chance and then crit damage. My defensive skills, I did resist, life, now we're doing armor, and then utility. We don't really want any resource cost reduction. So we're just putting everything in life on hit, area damage, then gold find is fine. Oh, alright, skills. Way of the 100 Fists, Fist of Fury, Holy Skill, gives you a short little dash, so it just helps close the distance when you're when you have annoying enemies that are trying to run away from you, or when you just dashing strike just short. Breath of Heaven infused with light gives you extra spirit per hit, so more spirit generation. Dashing strike gives you a burst of attack speed after dashing, so which means you get more spirit, so you can spam more things. Mantra of Healing. This gives you the little bubble. Some people are also using, what is it? Mantra of, is it Salvation Agility? Yeah, to get the extra dodge chance and extra resistance when you pop it. That's fine. It's personal preference. You know, I just prefer the in time of need reduces damage when you're below 50% life. Because I'm not using the Desert Shroud on my Epiphany. I'm just going full spirit generation. Alright, so time of need there. Alright, Sweeping Wind, Inner Storm, pretty basic there. The more attack speed you have, the faster those things are going to spin around, the more damage they're going to do. And then we talked about this Epiphany Insight for the extra spirit generation. Alacrity, increase the attack speed of your spirit generators. The only attack you're using is way of 100 Fists, so might as well get an extra attack speed there. Harmony, this just bumps up all your resistances from a single resistance type. This is fine. Beacon of Etar, reduce all your cooldowns by 20%. And then we're doing Seize the Initiative. Whenever you deal damage to enemies above 75% life, you increase your attack speed by 30% for 4 seconds. This is huge, especially when you're dashing from mobs and just newer guys are just coming in from off screen to join the fight. You just hit them really quick and get a big buff in speed. And it's a really, really fun build. The Monk was my main previously to the ROS expansion, and once ROS came out, I was using the Lightning Monk. I have a bunch of gear actually I've been saving up. I kind of want to test out how the Lightning Monk would go with these with the Raven of the Thousand Storms set. From everything I've seen online, it's not going to be as good as running the Holy sunwuko style, and we only got 33%, which puts us at 1.2 million. But like I said, it's more than enough to get us through T6. And if you don't have the set, you can still run the spec. You know, I would just, since you're not really going to need the spirit generation because you're not going to be spamming a lot, you would keep the Sweeping Wind, you would keep the In Time of Need mantra for protection. Epiphany could probably change to, you know, Inner Fire or something like that for extra damage. And then I would swap Breath of Heaven for the Mystic Ally follower and do like the Fire follower and something like that. And you could easily be able to farm, you know, T3 in order to do the rifts to get the blood shards, you know, to gamble. Or you could do what I did, which was play a T6 character and just, you know, save up your blood shards and switch over to the character and spend them and try to get the pieces of gear you need. But once you get the Flying Dragon, that really puts it all in. I was running the 3-piece sunwuko I got really quickly, and I was just running a bullshit Daibo that I crafted. Where was it? It would have been this one, because it had holy damage, and so since I was stacking the holy buff on there, I wanted that to, unfortunately this didn't roll holy damage, it would be a lot more. And if you're wondering, yes, the damage on your weapon does now get buffed from the plus skills, plus elemental skills affix that can come on your gear pieces. So that's really sweet. Alright guys, I hope this helped you out with your builds and helped you out with your monk trying to get into the higher difficulties, get into T6 and farm the greater rifts and get those rank up those gems. As far as my third gem, what I would run, did I talk about Mirene? Mirenes. You hit so much stuff, and your decoy that you get from the sunwuko set has a ridiculous proc rate. And so if you haven't, you watch my other video, you'll see that thing is going off all the frickin' time. But if I had to pick another gem, it might be Pain Enhancer. increase the bleed, increase your attack speed, and it's just more damage overall. It's either between that and between Bane of the Powerful to get the extra damage to elites, because we only got roughly 30%. If I had a perfect unity, it'd be 30%. So bump it up to 45% when that's buffed up all the way. But it's sort of go your own way, guys. A lot of people are you Wraith of Lightning because you have such a high hit chance, proc chance because of the Way of 100 Fists. Because this thing procs like crazy all the time too. All right, guys. I hope this helped you out with your builds. Like I said, we're gonna be moving on to the next character class here in the next video. We're gonna be doing the Barbarian. Alright, so stay tuned. If you like what you see, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll be doing more content later on this month. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.